I am functional medicine practitioner Claudine Francois. I empower women entrepreneurs by sharing solutions for health on my show, Healthy Delicious Lifestyle with Claudine. Hello, and welcome to Healthy Delicious Lifestyle with Claudine. If you are here to learn how to navigate health challenges with psychic insights with Psychic Medium Sarah Lohman, you are in the right place. Now, many of you know that I'm a functional medicine practitioner. If you are a driven woman seeking to reclaim boundless energy and radiant health, I invite you to book a free call with me so we can discover the mysteries of your health and create a personalized plan for your journey to vitality. Visit the link I'm putting below or in the comments to schedule your free call and start thriving today. All right, so let's get to today's show. Today's guest is Psychic Medium Sarah Lohman. Coach Sarah Joy, as she is known, is a certified thyroid and nutrition expert, renowned for transforming her own autoimmune challenges into wellness victories. Integrating her unique psychic abilities with holistic coaching, she guides others on transformative, personalized thyroid health journey. So let us bring her up. Welcome, welcome, Sarah. So excited to have you today.
Hi, Claudine. Hi, everyone. What's up? Thank you for having me here.
Oh my gosh, it is our absolute pleasure. And I'm just going to get right into it. I want to start with the first thing I ask all my guests, which is, what does a healthy, delicious lifestyle mean to you?
Oh, that's such a good question. So it means striving to have a perfectly balanced life, like that perfect work to passion balance, or that yin or yang.
So good, right? It's really important that we find that balance because so many of us can skew one way or another. Yes, awesome. And let's get to your tips because your tips are super, super interesting. And I think a lot of people have not heard these things before. So your first tip is learn to trust your intuition to protect yourself and those you love. Wow, I just got chills saying that. What do you mean by that, Sarah? Tell us.
Yes. Well, I believe that most women are, I'm sorry. From talking with women in my DMs and working with a lot of one-on-one clients, I see that the majority of women have become really disconnected from themselves. And this is hindering their ability to tap into the full power of their intuition. Okay, for example, a few months ago, I received a really profound message about how important it is for women to understand this gift that has been truly divinely bestowed upon us, and to trust and utilize it for everything we do. It really is a superpower that if we want, we can tap into, and its sole purpose is to provide us with the ability to protect ourselves, our children, and our families from, harmful situations or dangerous people.
Yeah, I really resonate with that because you did a reading for me, which, by the way, was my first reading ever. And it was crazy. I was blown away by the stuff that you pulled out, stuff we had never talked about. We had never talked about this stuff. And you were like, there's this person in your life who is really, really toxic. You need to get this person out of your life ASAP. And I was like, I have known that I did not enjoy being around this person. I have avoided being around this person, but you were like, no, it is imperative for your health, for the health of your family, to get the heck out of Dodge. Like, this person cannot be in your life. And it was almost like a relief in some ways, or maybe a vindication, because I just thought, well, maybe I'm just a jerk. Like, maybe I just don't maybe I should be nicer to this person. But no, this person is really toxic, and I just need to cut them out. And I wouldn't have realized that, and maybe even had the strength, that's the right word, to do it. And
Mhm.
less, and you and I had never ever talked about this person, and you were just like, nope, this person is they're taking away all the goodness from your life, so just get them out. So it's super important because my intuition was telling me, get this person out, but I couldn't, or I shouldn't say I couldn't, I didn't feel that was completely necessary, or maybe I was questioning myself.
Mhm.
But like you said, learning to trust your intuition can protect you. There's a reason why we have that intuition. So thank you for doing that for me. But thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. And what was really neat about your reading too is you were provided a lot of steps on exactly what you needed to do to protect yourself and get this toxic person out of your life. So that was really a blessing too.
Yeah. So your next tip, and they have so many good ones. Get yourself out of fight or flight so you can hone your empathic skills. I feel like we're all in fight or flight. How do we
Yeah.
get ourselves out, and how does that help us with our
Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, the majority of everyone is living in fight or flight. And, to be honest, I believe that most women are empaths, but I see how many factors can be getting in the way of this natural ability. For example, excuse me, when we've experienced trauma, we go into what is called a calcium shell state. And this usually indicates psychological withdrawal, feeling super overwhelmed, the inability to handle stress, like a lowered awareness, the numb one. A lot of my clients will tell me they go numb. I also feel like this is what PTSD is, or like being depressed. So yeah, there are a lot of ways to get out of that fight or flight. In my opinion, the most important place to start is by removing the energy vampires and the toxic people out of your life, and then begin to work with an energetic health practitioner and really start diving into the traumas and doing your energy healing. And then focusing on rebalancing your minerals and your metals by working with someone who specializes in the hair tissue mineral analysis test. And these steps can begin to help you hone your empathic skills and find that balance and peace in your nervous system again.
And I really want to touch on something you said, because I have experienced this myself. When I was first tested with the HTMA, the hair tissue mineral analysis, I had a huge calcium shell. Just to give people an example, like I think calcium is supposed to be around 70, and mine was like 330. Okay, so it wasn't a little shell; it was a huge, massive shell, and it was because of the trauma I'd been experiencing, all the stress of the corporate situation that I was in. My body was protecting itself. It was creating a shell so that I did not have to feel feelings, right? Because if I had to feel feelings, I would have gone insane, right? So that's what you were talking about, that numbing situation. And
Mhm.
as I started to break the shell down through following my HTMA protocol, then it was really hard because it was almost like I was raw. I was feeling feelings I hadn't felt in forever,
Yeah.
right? So then it was hard coming down from the shell because,
Yeah,
you know,
that does happen, but it is really important to do. And it, not only helps you heal your trauma, but it helps you balance your minerals. And what a lot of women don't understand is our minerals are directly tied to our adrenals, which is directly, what controls and causes fight or flight. And so that's why rebalancing your mineral to your metal status is so important.
so important. And I love the tea that you provided us today, because this is such a great, I love a good peppermint tea at night to help calm myself, to get myself out of fight or flight. Why do you like this tea?
It's super calming, like you said, and it's been used since the Middle Ages. Like it helps reduce stress, anxiety, promote sleep, improve appetite, and ease pain and discomfort from digestion problems like bloating and gas and even colic.
Oh, so good. Yes. Love me a good peppermint tea. Let's do it. We'll put the link below if anyone wants to try that one. Okay. Their next tip. So many good ones here. Your medical diagnosis does not define you. You can trust your body's ability to heal. Tell me more about that. Like, what does that mean to have your medical diagnosis define you?
Well, I think everyone needs to remember that our bodies were not created to be sick,
Mm.
especially on the daily. And your body actually loves you and is fighting for you to be healthy 24/7, regardless of what the mainstream narrative and dark systems like to say. So you need to realize that the majority of diagnoses are just fancy scientific words that mean things like inflammation, right? Itis. Women talk to me all the time, beginning their sentences with my Hashimoto's, or like, I have this, and they actually claim and identify themselves this way. And so when you do this, you're giving your power over to these systems and symptoms and living outside of yourself. So you need to remember that your body is an incredible, miraculous healing machine, and that you literally have these little bacteria, just like the minions in the movie, that are all working hard for you daily to help you feel well, and they obey your every directive. So when you provide your body with the proper home and work environment, relationships, mindset, and healthy, nutritious food like fruits and greens and veggies, nuts, seeds, wild-caught fish, and organic meats, and you start doing your energy healing and drinking, water with minerals in it, and all of these incredible things to like provide yourself with that balance. It's your body's innate desire to be well, and that's what it wants for you.
So good. And just to remind listeners / viewers, if you want to hear more about Sarah Joy talk about the thyroid specifically, go back to I believe it's season 2, because we did a whole episode about that back in season 2, which was amazing. Now, tell us about this book, because you brought up this book, The Medium in Manolos, which at first I was like, is that a Greek island? And then I'm like, well, no, those are the fancy shoes.
Right? Yeah, so this is a really, like, if someone's just interested in understanding maybe if they're a psychic medium or just what it means to be a psychic medium, this is a really great story. And yes, of course you can read the book, but I encourage you also to get it on the audio version, because the author has a cute little Scottish accent. And yeah, so it's a really just powerful, like simple but powerful book to understand what is like psychic abilities.
Oh, I love that. So good. And just in case anyone is interested in following more about what I do and getting more information on functional medicine in general, how it can help you with your health, please join my new Facebook group. It's absolutely free. We have live Q&As, we have hot seat lab reviews, and tons of information to help you on your healing journey. So check out the link below. All right, I want to get to your last tip, which is so awesome. And it is, your environment impacts your sense of self. What does that mean? Tell us more about that, Sarah. Well, how does your environment impact your sense of self?
Yeah, there are so many types of environments. So I just want to focus on 2 specific ones. But I see how the medical and online environments are negatively impacting women's, overall people's health. Within a lot of the conversations that I have all the time with women, a lot of them are struggling with so many daily symptoms that are really impacting their ability to live a good quality, happy life. And because of this, they're expressing a lot of shame, embarrassment, guilt, depression, and isolation, and even suicidal thoughts. So there's a few reasons this is happening. What I personally see is that there's a lot of women worldwide that are sustaining a lot of medical trauma. And then this trauma is happening in different ways. I'm seeing this chronic medical runaround and the inability to get the proper answers and direction on how to help themselves, which then makes them turn to, the supposed more natural doctors for help. And that's not getting them much recovery, but then it's leaving them financially destitute and drained. And then there's this trauma and this pressure from social media that's making women feel like they need to share their private medical information with people like they just started dating. And this is causing a lot of women to sustain a deep fragmentation of their soul, which means like their soul is separating from themselves. And it's really leaving them feeling broken and stuck and in unhealthy spiritual mindsets and emotional states, which actually leads into the fight or flight.
So how do they get out of that environment?
Yes. So I love energy healing and self-concept work. It helps you heal your trauma at a cellular level and then begin to rebuild your identity into one of a healthy, happy, high self, state of being. I also think it's time for us to step up and help each other out more so we can walk away from these sick systems and dark doctors that don't have our best interests at hand and who don't know, excuse my French, but they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. And then they're charging thousands upon thousands of dollars to leave women in the same state. So really focus on doing things that bring you back into alignment with yourself, like spending more time in nature. What things can you do that will strengthen your intuition so that you can trust yourself again? And please work on removing the feelings that your body's betrayed you, okay? So for all of you listening, I have a fantastic guided meditation that I am offering exclusively to Claudine and her audience. It's called Unidentifying Yourself from Your Medical Diagnosis. It's really, really powerful. It's actually a channeled meditation that I downloaded and recorded specifically to help you guys get out of this loop.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. And I will put the links to everything below. Sarah, this has been an awesome, if anyone wants to learn more about Sarah, you can go to www.coachsarahjoy.com, or you can follow her on Instagram. She has amazing content. Go to @coach.sarah.joy. And again, I'll link those below. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, I'm going to put you in the green room, grab a mocktail. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Was that not amazing? Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to remind you, how are you going to create a healthy, delicious lifestyle for you today? Until then, please join us for another episode of Healthy, Delicious Lifestyle with Claudine next Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and have a healthy, delicious lifestyle. You can learn more about my services and products at ingoodcleantaste.com. Be sure to join me every week on the SWE Media Network YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.